Welcome back, boys and girls. It's your main math man, Mr. Shank, coming to you live from Mayfield. And in this video, we're just going to be working with our warm-up for this wonderful Turbo Tuesday. And so it says something like this. It says, Liam puts $800 into a savings account at an annual rate of 2%. Then it says, Liam does not withdraw or deposit any money. What is the interest that he will earn at the end of that 6 months? So you're still going to be using that wonderful formula that we had from those notes. We're going to say I equals and then P times R times T. And so we're going to label these values for ourselves. So let's see. We know that, let's see if we can make this a little bit easier to see. We're going to say RI, which is interest. That's what we're looking for. So we need to figure that out first. And then we can say our principal is our starting amount, and so that's going to be that $800. The rate, again, is always that percentage, and so you want to say that's going to be our percentage, and you want to write that as a decimal. So we're going to say that's going to be 0.02. And then it says for time, it says 6 months, but we want to make sure that's in years. So if you think, okay, how long is 6 months? Well, that's about half a year. So you could say that's 0.5, because you always want to make sure that's in years. So it'd be 0.5 years. And so now, again, very simply, all you need is your wonderful Desmos calculator or your handheld as well, whichever works best for you. And so you could say something like this. You could say, all right, I have my Desmos calculator. I'll pull it up there. Let's see if we can move this over a little bit for us. That's close enough. All right. And so, yep, this way is where you're going to be looking. And so you're going to say, all right, I have my values. And so I can type in. So I'm going to physically type in here. I'm going to say, all right, I have I equals, and then I have PRT, and I hit enter. I can say my principal is going to be equal to 800. I have my rate is going to be that 0.0 and then 0.2. And then I say my time T is going to be that 0.5 years. And it calculates it for you very simply. Again, we just very easily multiplied these three numbers together. So we said, just like this, we said, all right, I equals, and we said these three numbers multiplied together. So we have 800 times our 0.02, and we have that 0.05. Actually, no, we just had the 0.5, my fault. So let's make sure we write that. And we said the interest over that short amount of time is going to be $8. So now, what do we found the interest for this one. On that second one, it says this. It says, what will be Liam's balance at the end of 6 months? Well, what does that balance mean? That's going to mean this. It's going to say balance. Again, that's what you have in total after a certain amount of time. So that's your starting amount plus your interest that you earned. And so we can use that wonderful formula that you kind of see right at the top. You know what? Let's kind of guide myself. I have this right here, right there. I'm going to say, all right, right there is where you need to be. All right. Anyways, again, if you need to have a bigger view, you can get real nice and wide-eyed for you, or you can just make it real small, whatever works for you. And so we have Micro Me on the side here. I can still work totally fine regardless of that. So let's see. All right, I have my balance, and so I'm going to say this. I'm going to type it in here as well. I can say my balance is equal to, and then P, which is my principal, plus my interest. And very simply, you have it for you. So again, this is all we did. I'll do it on the page here. I said, all right, our balance is going to be equal to that 800, which is what we started with, place that $8 in interest, which is $808. Again, always box in your answer for yourself to make sure you are good. And super slam that subscribe button.